but not least, cordially invite Mr. Amhar Sharif, Attorney at Law, National President of World Ceylon YMMA Conference.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Dr. Ali Reza Dilhosh, esteemed ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Sri Lanka, honorable distinguished guests, respected participants, and my beloved brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, Ayubowan, Vanakkam. It is an honor to stand before you today to commemorate the life and legacy of a man who embodied the true spirit of sacrifice, leadership, and unwavering commitment to justice. We gather here on the 5th anniversary of General Qasem Soleimani's return, a moment in history that has left a permanent mark not just in the hearts of his supporters, but across the Muslim of the world. On this dignified occasion, we remember General Soleimani not just as a military figure, but as a symbol of resistance against extremism, oppression, and justice. His life and actions continue to inspire millions, and it is a fitting that we come together to reflect on his legacy and the lessons he left behind. General Soleimani was much more than a military strategist. He was a man whose life was dedicated to defending the oppression and fighting against the forces that sought to divide the history. His commitment to the value of justice, unity, and peace go beyond borders and sectarian lines. He was not a man of war for sake of war, but a man who understood the cost of peace and was willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for it. Throughout his career, General Soleimani worked tirelessly to combat extremism in all its forms. He stood firm against ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and other terrorist organizations that sought to undermine the very fabric of our societies. Through his leadership, Iran was able to provide support to countries and communities plagued by terrorism, and his efforts were important in ensuring that extremism did not spread unchecked across the region. His actions spoke volumes about his dedication to securing a future where peace and stability could prosper. But General Soleimani's vision extended far beyond the fight against extremism. He was a tireless advocate for Palestine and the Palestinian people. He viewed a struggle of Palestinians as a cause for all Muslims and believers a justice to rally behind. He worked continuously to support those who were fighting for their dignity, land and rights against the occupation and oppression they faced. His contribution to the Palestine cause were not just limited to providing military support but also in fostering a greater sense of unity across the Islamic world. Despite the political differences between various Arab nations and Iran, General Soleimani understood the importance of unity in the face of injustice. His efforts to bridge divides and foster solidarity among Muslims were instrumental in the resistance against the occupation of Palestine. He believed that the fight for Palestine was not just a regional issue but a global cause, but demanded the attention and support of all those who believe in justice and freedom. His work to bring together different nations, even those with different views, in a witness to his leadership and vision. Even when the political landscape seemed impossible, he never wavered in his commitment to Palestinian people. It is through such a leadership that we the potential for greater unity and collaboration in the Muslim world. Something that we must continue to strive for in order to see lasting change in Palestine and beyond. Today, we recognize that despite the differences in political ideologies and affiliations, the forces of justice, peace, and are greater than any division. The fight for Palestine, the struggle against extremism, and the pursuit of global justice are shared goals that unite us all as believers and human beings. Even though there have been historical differences between Arab nations and Iran, General Soleimani legacy shows us that it is possible to overcome these differences in the face of a common cause. In the future, we hope to see Iran play an even more pivotal role in promoting peace and justice, not just in the region, but in the world. It is crucial that we support efforts that build bridges, foster cooperation, and promote dialogue rather than division. It is through unity and mutual respect that we can achieve the peace and justice that we all seek. As we remember General Soleimani, we must ask ourselves what lesson we can take from his life to better ourselves and our communities. First and foremost, General Soleimani teaches us the importance of sacrifice for a higher cause. He was willing to give everything, his time, his resources, and ultimately his life, to protect the oppression and to fight for justice. His selflessness is something that we must all strive to emulate in our own lives. Secondly, General Soleimani's life teaches us the importance of unity. His efforts to bring people together for a common cause rather than their backgrounds or political differences and remind us that we must always strive to build bridges, not walls. The challenges we face as a community, as a region, and as a world are immense, but they can only be overcome through collective action and solidarity. Finally, we learn from General Soleimani's life the importance of standing up for justice, no matter the cost. He fought against oppression not because it was easy, but because it was right. In our own lives, we must be prepared to stand up for what is right, even what is require personal sacrifice. In conclusion, as we remember General Qasem Soleimani today, let us not just commemorate his life, but let us also honor his legacy by living according to the values he held dear. Let us be people of justice, compassion, and unity. Let us stand by our brothers and sisters in their time of need as a General Soleimani did. And let us work toward a world where peace, dignity, and justice are not mere dream, but a reality for all. May Allah help us to continue to fight against injustice, support the oppression, and work towards the world of peace and unity. Amin. Jazakallah khairan for the opportunity.